All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Team Fnatic in the blue at the bottom left of the map this time. Looking to possibly invade. Team OP in the red in the top right is also looking to invade. They're both in the bush below the middle and above the middle for each other's lanes. And Team Fnatic charging right in here. Planting a ward, planting a vision ward, I believe.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be going extremely aggressive. We've got a Dorn's Blade on Urgot and a Dorn's Ring on Morgana, so a lot of really strong power for level 1.
Yeah.
But they got to actually find a team to fight to actually take advantage of that.
I like the Vision Ward, by the way. So often we see teams will ward their own jungle if they're going to go somewhere else, so they know if they're being invaded. So placing that Vision Ward, they know that there's no ward there. They know they haven't been spotted, so they're like, all right, well, they're not here. We're just going to go ahead and go back home, regroup around our own blue buff. We know they can't be coming for our blue, so they can be a little bit less cautious and have Urgot go bottom. Yep, and Lemmy and Melisande are pinging their small golems, so they're going to try to grab those early on. Fortunately, Team OP is backing off to go to their own jungle, so there's not going to be any danger for Fnatic in that bottom jungle. And Kennen, he's like, well, since I went back, I'm going to wait a little bit longer so I can get a 4th health pot before I go into my lane. Yep. That'll give him a slight edge over Rumble. However, Rumble did get one of those wolf kills, so one extra kill for Rumble. Going to give him a little bit of extra experience and money before he goes to his lane. Meanwhile, Kennen gets spotted. Doesn't really mean a whole lot, but it lets Fnatic know exactly where Team OP is, and that they're not going to do any sort of strong invasion happening anytime soon. Yep. And Rumble gives so much help to Cyanide that Cyanide actually able to keep his smite, which is going to be handy if he decides to do any kind of invasion. But he's going to actually go for a level 2 gank here. Up at top, he's going to go through the... No, actually, never mind. He's going for the red. He knows that Nautilus is a little bit slower of a jungler and probably needed to use his smite on the blue buff, which he did. Not only that, but this is where those wards are coming into effect. He knows exactly where Nulja is. He's going to know when to go for red. He sees that Nulja is actually going back to the wolves and is able to come in here and try to steal the red before Nulja is able to say anything about it. Yeah, he didn't see the exit location, but he should realize by now that he's not coming here. Now, yeah, there he goes. He's going to go in for the red. Nice move by Cyanide to steal that early up at the top. A lot of trading going on. Lilac getting the better of it, but... Yeah, and that's going to go even more in favor of Lilac as this goes on. Both of them having to use a potion, but like you were saying before, Lilac was able to pick up that one extra potion early on. So as this goes further, it's going to go more and more in favor of Lilac. Is he going to gank top now, try and get that Kennen? It looks like he might, in the meantime, Nulja going in here. Heke looks like he was ready for it. Yes, no, they don't have a ward there, actually. I think he suspects he's there. Oh, Lilac going in to do a ward. Gets caught by Cyanide. Is he going to get the fear off? Not quite. Actually, I don't know if he even had the fear leash. Yeah, it's a little unfortunate that Shushe was not in position to be able to capitalize on that as well. He was a little too far behind by his turrets. Lilac pushing up this lane really, really far. He's going to actually get it within turret range. Not exactly where Shushe wants it to be, but he's a little bit afraid right now. Only level 2 against Lilac's level 3. As soon as he clears this wave, he's going to even that experience disparity, though. Meanwhile, Morgana, because she's able to push up the lane so far, she can't do a lot of trades against Kassadin. So she is actually going to go and try to grab the raids from her own jungle to even that out a little bit. Very cool, very cool. We're seeing a little bit more trading up here at the top. And luckily, I mean, even though that gank didn't go down, he was able to force Kennen to use another health potion or two. So that is actually pretty good. It's going to enable Shushe to have a little bit better time in the lane and not just be dominated by a Kennen with more health, basically. Cyanide goes back and picks up a Vamp Scepter. He's going to have a little bit more sustainability in the jungle. Looks like Nocturne, Nautilus going in for another gank here. He's in behind. Is the spell shield going to go off? No, the silence goes off before the spell shield. There's the spell shield in the flash, though. And Heke able to get away there, but forced to flash out of Morgana. Yeah, a little bit unfortunate for Morgana. She is going to have to go back and most likely grab some wards to prevent that from happening in the future. But no, she is actually going to stay instead. Xpecking knows that Nautilus is going to head to his own jungle, at least momentarily. But Morgana is low on mana now, so not a good situation to be in against Kassadin. Now Morgana's going back. Just wanted to get, I think, another Tormented Soil off to kill a few more minions before heading back. So oh no! She actually bought double Boots of Speed by accident. That's a complete waste of gold. Oh no! Gonna have to sell those.
that could have been some wards.
Oh, ouch. Is able to get those 2 Dorns, though. So Morgana is going to come back to lane with kind of what you want to come back to lane with your first buy. Kassadin has not been able to get away to buy just yet, because if he does, then Morgana will just push his minions up against the tower.
Yep.
Oh, and actually, no, a little bit of damage on Corn Salad there in the middle. And bottom's just farming away happily. Shard keeping Paragon alive for the most part, despite Lamia's best efforts. And we're actually going to have Paragon go back, it looks like. Just a little surprised by that. He does have Summoner heal. Could have stayed in the lane, but instead, oh, here we go. Corn Salad, the ult goes down from Expeke. Is he going to escape? Yes, he does flash away from that. An excellent opportunity there when Expeke had 6 and Corn Salad did not. Yeah, unable to capitalize.
That's really good for them to push up. Try to go for the kill, most likely wasn't going to happen, but did force the flash out of Kassadin to even it up a little bit. Oh, Dark Binding actually going off on a minion, grabbing a little bit more gold, but not doing the damage to Kassadin. Morgana playing very safe, knowing that she doesn't have flash either. Doesn't want to get in any position that Nautilus can come up and get a good gank against her. Yeah. Meanwhile, Urgot and Lamia is left here alone as Janna went back to go by... couldn't even complete the Philosopher's Stone completely, but grabbing the wards to be able to stay a little safe. Sona going back, not able to get... or actually grabbing Boots of Speed instead of trying to go up for the Philosopher's Stone, and then also grabbing a Vision Ward to be able to clear the wards of Fnatic. We saw this happen against them earlier, where they tried to, ward their own bushes, but because of the Vision Ward in the aggressive Vision Ward of Team OP, it is going to be able to be cleared very quickly, making it so that Cyanide can't do any sort of lane ganking, which means coming up from his own lane, getting into the bushes.
Oh, Lamia switching Paragon into the tower. Nocturne is there as well. Can he get... No, he doesn't have 6 yet, actually. He is going to flash in here and try and go for Paragon. This is the Fear going to get up. He gets the Fear up. Paragon walks away from safety. Is he going to be able to get back to tower, though? Oh, no. Everyone shows up for Team OP. Oh, no. And it's a complete turnaround. What looked like a 3v2 gank turns into a 4v3, and all 3 of them died. Oh, that was brutal.
Yeah, a little too aggressive by them. They needed to get the wards in the river before they did an aggressive gank like that. Pushing up way too far, especially with Expeke knowing that Corn Salad was out of lane. They should have known something was up. They should have been able to back off a little bit. That's going to be 3 kills really, really quickly for Team OP, plus this Dragon at 8 minutes. Just not what they needed to do. This is the type of mistakes that they made last game that they really can't have happen again. Lilac taking a lot of hurt from Shushe, but able to get the stun off. And then
getting it for the stun and the ultimate as well. Can Shushe turn around with his own ultimate and his own? Oh no! Oh, so close. So close. He even used it as Ignite, but he was not able to get that kill. Cyanide is 6 now. Is he going to get the kill?
He's not quite 6 yet.
Oh, he's not 6 yet.
He does need to get a couple more minion kills for this to happen.
Is a minion going to die in time? No, it's not. Oh, I thought he was 6. I misread the number on our monitor.
And this is how this shows exactly how a game can snowball out of control. If Fnatic had actually had even a slightly successful gank at the bottom lane, Nocturne would have been 6 in that case, and able to kill a Lilac at top. And then getting that kill plus the assist from Rumble would have actually balanced out the death that Rumble had versus Kennen in the 1v1. But instead, it's just going to be a complete 4-0 right now in favor of Team OP.
Oh, man. Corn Salad going through the enemy jungle, actually. Nope, he's going to turn around. Sees that they've returned to lane. Here's Corn Salad. Discussing his intentions. Oh, nice. Gets a combo off and jukes the Dark Binding. Shushe is not doing very well here at all in the top lane. He has been trading okay, but he's going to try and juke into the bushes. He does get stunned, but he gets stunned in the bush. Cyanide coming in there, going for the kill now. His Ignite is not back up, but it doesn't even matter. The Fear goes off. Lilac is going to go down, but can Corn Salad clean up the injured Rumble? He's hiding in the bush. He knows he's there. He goes after it. The ward's there, so he's able to target him with the silence. Shushe throwing down his ult, but not able to do enough damage. And with Nautilus showing up, can't try and close on Nocturne there. I'm sorry, can't Nocturne can't try and do anything to Kassadin.
Yeah, once again, Fnatic not responding to the missing Kassadin quite appropriately. They know that he's going to be going for ganks whenever they see the opportunity, but Fnatic just not communicating properly, I guess, or just being a little too over-aggressive, a little eager to grab those kills without staying in a safe position.
Morgana coming down through the enemy jungle, so she has not been seen. Is she going to run in here with her ultimate on? Probably they're going to push the minions up to the tower and then go for it. 3v2. She is on the other side of that. She could even flash in there, actually, but uh-oh. Nolja is here as well. She goes in, flashes, ultimate. She's going to get the stun off on Paragon. Paragon goes down very quickly. They aren't able to pick up a second kill on Ashe. Corn Salad's coming down to try and help out, but Fnatic's going to withdraw from the situation.
They do realize something's up, throwing the Dark Binding in the bushes to see if Corn Salad was waiting there. But still no ward coverage from Fnatic to know exactly the movements of Kassadin specifically, but also Nautilus in the jungle. A little bit of an oversight here. This is where having that information is really, really valuable, knowing exactly what the movements of your enemy team is going to be.
We're just going to go back and pick up an Oracle.
Yeah, we see Kassadin once again grabbing that Magi Soul Stealer.
Wow, yeah.
Very confident that he's going to be able to pick up the kills and the assists throughout the game. I don't know if it even ended last game being valuable.
No, I think he had like 4 or 5 stacks on it at the end of the game.
Yep. And the generally accepted break-even point for Magi Soul Stealer is about 6 stacks. Before that, it's way more efficient to buy a different item.
Ashar's chilling in the bush.
Yep.
The ward goes down. And this is one of the beautiful things about Kassadin, though. He has just gone past the ward coverage. Well, they didn't have a ward in the river anyway, but he can go through the terrain in such a way that you don't know he's there. Oh, and Melisson. If any of them, especially if Melisson gets close, they're going to jump on top of him. Ashe Arrow is up. And they're just trying not to show their hand, trying to act normally, basically. Nautilus coming down as well. And they're just going to leave. Okay.
Yeah, they saw that there wasn't an opportunity there. It's better to get back to the lane. Morgana, a little concerned, goes into her own jungle to be relatively close, but also to grab the wraiths. Because she's constantly getting these wraiths and also being able to push up the lane very nicely, she is about 30 CS above Kassadin. But the thing is that those 3 extra kills from Kassadin are very, very good. Oh, nice ward placement.
Corn Salad thinks he's going around the wards, but instead he's actually showing himself to the wards. Nolja's going to take that one out, but he doesn't know he's already been seen in that dragon pit.
Yeah, I like this play from Team OP. Once they get to a relatively comfortable place, they send Corn Salad out roaming a lot with that Magi Soul Stealer. It's a risky play, but if you can actually pull it off, there's a lot of damage. Trying to go against XPK, but not working out. Very nice job by him to back away when he needs to. Shushe trying to land the ult on a Lilac, doesn't quite do enough. Gets a little bit of damage off, but with Nautilus coming in, that's going to be a little bit of a dangerous situation for him to be in. Dragon's going to be up very soon, but we see that Nautilus is actually going towards the top lane.
Oh.
So if Fnatic responds to this properly, they could actually grab it really quickly. Doesn't look like that's going to happen, though.
Nolja's doing a lot of damage to the ward coverage there with that Oracle, picking off tons of wards as he goes around. Corn Salad looks like he might be going bottom again and again. Well, this time he's not going to walk by that ward because it's been taken out of the tri-bush. Uh-oh. Ashe Arrow goes down, it hits Melisson. The Griff walk in there, the silence, and Melisson goes down. Lamia might go down as well. The flash under tower might save him, but it is 4v1 if they decide to dive him. The position switcher goes on. Reverser rather, he's going to go down anyway. Shushe is in the house, but not able to affect anything there. Actually, he might be able to get a chase kill.
Nope. No kills going off, but they did soften up a lot of Team OP, so OP is not going to be able to grab the dragon right off the bat. So Cyanide's actually going to start it. I don't know if this is the best move, but all 3 of Fnatic are at full health. However, is still a 3v4. Well, he's just trying to delay it as long as possible. Yeah, we see OP going to be heading back. That's going to give the dragon to Fnatic. Very nice job by them, even though they did lose both champions in the bottom lane.
indeed. Lilac really pushing top hard though, with Shushe gone to the bottom to try and help there. He was able to push all the way up and get some damage on that second tower. But now they're pushing middle in exchange, and it looks like they are going to get that middle tower. Yeah, with Cyanide coming up, they're definitely going to be able to get it. They might be able to get a Nautilus as well. Nope. Too tanky, going to get out alive, and actually with the team behind him is going to get out alive. Oh, wow, that does some damage.
Yeah, Cyanide thought he was out of the range of that ability, but not quite. Does take a little bit of extra damage. He's going to have to back off completely. But very nice job from Fnatic to get the middle turret down, bring that gold disparity a little bit closer in their favor. But that's also going to leave them a little bit vulnerable for their own middle turret. Dark Binding going off to just clear those minions as quickly as possible and chase Team OP away.
Corn Salad sneaking around in the bushes here. Uh-oh, Shushe. Oh no, he doesn't know what's coming for him. Now he does. He's going to have to run north, I think. No, he's going to try and make it back to turret, but there goes the Rift Walk, the Silence, full combo with Lilac there. Going his ultimate, the flash is on, Nocturne goes in. Are they going to get Lilac? It looks like Lilac is going to get away. Cyanide doesn't want to leave his tower to try and go after either of them, but they are now stuck between towers with no minions nearby. He tries to get through the tower. Lilac's going to go down, but he gets Nocturne in exchange. Corn Salad's going to go down as well, though. Nice, a 2-4-1 this time, although they did lose Rumble earlier, so it's 2 for 2. And oh no, they're going to get Lammy at the same time, I think. Yes, Paragon gets the kill on tower.
Nice job to pin Team OP in a very uncomfortable position, but a little unfortunate. Cyanide had to sacrifice himself to get those kills. He might have been able to back away a little bit earlier and save himself, because having both Melisande and Xpeke there could have done the damage very, very quickly. Unfortunately, that did leave Lamia alone in the bottom lane to be 2v1 under his turret.
Xpeke just pushing the bottom. I'm sorry, top tower here. Top, bottom, kind of the same thing except for being opposite. It is only a difference of 3,000 gold here because, you know, as we were talking about, Kassadin has been roaming a lot, so Morgana has an entire 50 creep score ahead of him, although, well, Lilac has 60 creep score ahead of Rumble, so...
Yeah, and getting a Fed Kennen is not a good situation to be in, especially since he has that Will of the Ancients to be able to augment Kassadin as well when they get into those team fights.
Oh yeah, very good point.
But we do have Azonia's Hourglass on Morgana now, so if they can get into team fights relatively soon and then position in proper ways, they could do a lot. Urgot also almost finished his Frozen Heart, so that's going to help a lot against Ashe. And Kassadin a little bit as well.
Kassadin now with 5 stacks on that Soul Stealer, along with the Rod of Ages. Pretty tanky there. Well, not, I wouldn't say tanky exactly, but going to be able to survive.
Yeah.
Durable, yeah.
Lilac left alone here up top is going to take down the second turret in this line. Really not a good job for Shushe there, looking a little nervous. He's going to be trying to help down at the bottom lane though, putting the odds in their favor.
Corn Salad loves jumping over there. Uh-oh. Does he know Shushe's there? They're pinging.
He does now.
There he does. He goes right into that bush after Shushe. Blows his full combo. The arrow goes off. Hits Melisande. And Corn Salad barely going to get away. If he'd been ignited, he would have died there. An unlucky situation for Fnatic not picking up that kill.
Yeah, they didn't have any of the ignites up at the time. Very good job to have Shushe, or very lucky to have Shushe in that bush. I don't think Corn Salad expected him to be there. If he was not there, it would have been a really nice position for OP against the bottom lane. But they essentially traded a turret.
Oh, she's going for it. The ult from Xpeke. Whose ult's going to win out? Lilac! The ignite goes down, and Lilac dies. Xpeke picking up a kill, getting some extra gold for shutting down that kill as well. I believe. Maybe not, actually. Never mind. I take it back.
Yeah, a lot of assists on A Lilac, but not too many kills, so he's not going to be too valuable on his own. Almost getting that Zhonya's Hourglass as well, so he's going to be really, really strong against Urgot when they do get into, and Nocturne when they get into the fights. Also able to use his ultimate and stay relatively safe while being in unsafe territory.
Another ping going down on the small golems. I guess Team OP wants to steal everything they can get, but we do have Kassadin pushing the bottom tower there. XPK is going to be able to clear that up. And Kassadin is actually really good at killing buildings, by the way. Because his W gives him extra attack damage, and usually he has a lot of AP. I actually only learned recently, I'm ashamed to say I didn't know this before, that you actually do a portion of your ability power as damage to towers.
Yep. Just not as much as attack damage.
Yeah, not as much as attack damage,
So.
but that's why Ryze is actually considered the worst tower pusher, because he doesn't have AP or attack damage usually, so he can't really do much damage.
Yep, so Dragon's going to be up here in about 15 seconds, so both teams are positioning here. They want to make sure that they get the Dragons in their favor. Both teams having one apiece so far. If they can, or Fnatic can grab that Dragon, that's going to give the gold very, very even. And give them a good chance. But Team OP is going to actually get the first attack off on it, going to lure it into the safe zone for them. But that's going to allow XPK to come along to the side. If you can get into this fight soon before Cyanide goes down.
Oh no, Cyanide gets caught immediately, but so does Asher. Asher is going to die, but he wasn't the most important. Lilac is still alive. Corn Salad's still alive. No, Corn Salad looks like he might go down. Lilac, they need to get these kills. 100 hit points on Lilac. There, he is going to die finally. Kassadin goes down as well. Urgot doing so much damage. Paragon's going to go down as well. It's 4v1, but the one has so much hit points. Can he clean up? No, he's going to go down so quickly. Fnatic scores an ace for only losing 2 champions. They're going to get the Dragon
is still
as well.
Very nice job by them. What looked like a little bit of a misposition by XPK, not able to get into the fight when it first started, was out of it for about 5 seconds, which was a lot of time for him to do damage, but it was okay. They were able to pull it out, showing that their team is really strong. XPK looking really happy. That's exactly what this team needed to get back into this game.
Yes, indeed. And wow, so that means, and you know, they took a couple more stacks off that Soul Stealer as well with that. So Fnatic, they're saying, you know what, OP, you have steamrolled every single game this entire tournament that you've played, but we're not going to let it happen this time. They are fighting back. They're only 2,000 gold behind now, only 2 kills behind as well. It is pretty much an even game. Of course, the tower lead does go to Team OP by 1, but only by 1.
Yep, and now Rumble has finally finished his Will of the Ancients, so he's going to be augmenting Morgana quite a bit as well. Morgana grabbing a Deathfire grab, that's going to be really, really good when she moves in. Does a ton of burst damage with her ultimate and the rest of her abilities, and the active of the Deathfire grasp, and then able to just go into Zhonya's Hourglass invulnerability for 2 seconds, and then able to come out and just continue to do a ton of damage. So very, very good job for Fnatic. Their team composition this game is a lot stronger when they do actually get into those 5v5s. If they can get really good positioning, even better than the last fight, then they could really do well in the next one and then go for a Baron. But it looks like Team OP is actually positioning to, well, I guess they're just positioning to defend against it, make sure they get the ward coverage, not actually going for it anytime soon. They don't have any Oracles on their team, I don't believe, so they're not going to be able to clear the wards of Fnatic, making it very unsafe for them to go for a risky move at this moment.
Blue just came up for Team OP. They're going to go ahead and grab their own blue here. And we still have Lilac just bullying the top lane, continue to push that a lot. It's going to go back now. Shushe's there to clean it up.
Yeah, another disadvantage of
standing
having
on 2 wards.
of having Corn Salad do so much roaming for those assassination kills is if he's not actually getting the kills and the assists to build up that Magi Soul Stealer, not only is he losing money for not getting the minion kills in the middle lane, but he's also losing the experience. Yeah. So while Corn Salad just hit level 14, XPK with Morgana is level 16. Yeah. She's going to be doing a lot more damage with her abilities because not only do they scale with ability power, but they also scale as she levels up.
That's very important as well. That means also that Morgana's ultimate is at level 3. Now that she has hit 16, so she's going to be more powerful in that sense as well.
Yeah, if Fnatic can push out all of their lanes simultaneously, they would be in a good position to kind of force a Baron fight at this moment. If they can start the fight off really, really well, not stay too close together and get affected by Ashe's arrow immediately, then they have a good job, or a good chance of winning a team fight when it does actually come together.
Yep. Uh-oh. OP going for
Fnatic. Do need all 5 in this position to actually have that happen. Urgot not quite ready to fight yet, but good ward coverage, so Fnatic knows where everyone is.
Morgana running in here by herself, trying to pick up that blue buff. Has the team behind her. Oh, almost hits the Dark Binding. Not quite going to get it off. Cyanide silence, getting silence from behind. The Astro goes down. Oh no! Lilac gets knocked back, not able to do as much as he wants with his ultimate. Is Asher going to go down? It looks like he might.
Jumping into the middle of the team, going to get his ult off, but not completely for the entire team. Having to use that Zhonya's Hourglass a little early. Not doing a ton of damage, and it is going to be taken down relatively quickly. That's going to leave the rest of Fnatic to try to pick up a Lilac. Trying to get Corn Salad, but he's going to be able to Rift Walk away. He's going to be completely safe. They're trying to throw a little bit more at him, but not quite able to do it. A Lilac able to use a lot of his spell damage.
No, they aren't able to get Lilac. Lilac baiting there. Oh, Lilac finally goes down. Can they get Corn Salad as well? Lamia's just going to run for dear life, but gets shut down. Oh, almost gets an Acid Hunter combo on Corn Salad to get the kill. Corn Salad running around with virtually no hit points that entire fight. Just baiting, and an ace for Team OP turns things back around heavily in their favor.
Yeah,
now
that was
4,000 gold up.
Really unfortunate positioning. A couple unlucky Acid Hunters not landing on Corn Salad. If they could have taken him out a little earlier, the damage from him wouldn't have been sustained throughout the fight. They would have been able to pick off a bunch of the rest of champions of OP without losing Shushe and Lamia. But a little unfortunate. Went from something that could have been a 4-for-2 in their, or 4-for-3 in their favor, turned to a 5-for-2 in Team OP's favor instead.
Yeah, that's brutal to see all those champions getting away with just a little bit of health.
Yep, and now Corn Salad is going to be able to finish his Rabadon's Death Cap. He's going to be doing a ton of damage.
And he is, by the way, now up to 12 stacks on that Soul Stealer. So now this game, the Soul Stealer really going to start paying dividends for Corn Salad. Let's see here. Ability power 578.
Oh my god, that is scary.
Oh, that's disgusting. Peke just picking off some golems. And it looks like Team OP, they're all up kind of near Baron. But they're just clearing out minions actually. Corn Salad's gonna go home.
Yep. All the ults from both teams are up, but a lot of the summoner spells are still down from that last fight, so neither team wanting to force an engagement quite yet. They want to make sure they go in with full power before anything happens. Fnatic needs to clear a lot of these wards from Team OP, which we saw Melisande doing. If they can know exactly where Team OP is coming from, they can get in a little bit better position. Unfortunately, from the last fight, they knew where 4 of Team OP were, but they didn't know that that Nulljaw was coming from the side, and that was the true catalyst for the fight.
Tons of wards going down here, which are probably just going to be... Oh, Shirelius goes off, but Nulljaw gets stopped in his tracks. Is Lamia going to die immediately? Lilac running in for his ult, but gets blown back by Melisandre's ult. Cyanide going in, trying to distract Corn Salad, is going to die as a result, but has he done enough damage? Lamia suppressing it for a while. OP losing their Nautilus as well, but Kassadin gets a couple kills out of it. Is Corn Salad going to die though? No, he is not. Another ace, and again, Corn Salad escaping with just a handful of hit points on Kassadin, able to get 2 more kills, and actually he's getting close to that 20 stack mark, which at that point he's going to be nigh unstoppable. And they're going to Baron with 4 still up.
Yeah, in these fights, it seems like half of Fnatic wants to engage, half of them want to wait a little while. When they see a Lilac come in with the Kennen ult, Janna's doing a really nice job of blowing him away, but then the issue with that last fight is that Cyanide jumped in with his ult, and he was able to get taken out by Team OP very, very quickly, leaving it a 5v4. Even though OP was hurt a little bit, it was definitely in their favor to get a lot of those cleanup kills.
Oh, did you see that? Sorry to interrupt, but they waited 2 seconds for Nautilus to come up before they finished off there.
Oh, yes.
That was cute. I'm
Definitely
sorry, finish your thought
though.
though.
No, that's good.
Okay.
Basically, Fnatic, they were in a good position, but the problem is they're not acting as one cohesive unit like this Team OP team. I keep saying Team OP team, that's a little redundant. I apologize about that.
72 ability power on Kassadin. Oh dear, he has 17 stacks on his Soul Stealer.
That's kind of ridiculous.
That is pretty ridiculous.
3 more, and he's going to be insane.
Yeah. Well, Dragon is up. Team OP is going to go ahead and go for it. And there's not a ton Fnatic can do about this. And they're going to go ahead and sweep in here to the jungle. Fnatic being a little bit cautious right now, while Team OP has the Baron buff, which gives them a lot of sustainability, a lot of extra damage as well. So they're just going to use this to try and push this mid lane, see if they can't get another tower down.
Yeah, Lamia able to do a decent job of keeping the siege away from Team OP, able to throw that Nocturne corrosive charge at them and then launch Acid Hunters if he actually gets a hit. So they're not going to take too much damage here unless Team OP wants to go for the full dive, which Team OP recognizes, and they're going to actually rotate to the bottom lane, try to get up a bunch of those minion kills, and then see if they can catch Fnatic off guard a little bit. But instead, Cornsal is actually going to be caught off guard.
Gets caught.
Awesome
Boom.
job. There goes those 17 stacks. Going to drop it down by a third. That's also going to leave it in a position where they can try to go and pick up some of the rest of these kills if they don't split up too much. Stay as one cohesive unit. Nice catch by them. Very nice warding by Fnatic to be able to see that Cornsal was out of position and go for him.
That was pretty awesome. A nice catch there, using the position reverser to catch the main damage dealer, well, the main AP damage dealer at least of Team OP, and now they're going to get a tower out of it. They might even be able to push this for 2. Still 20 seconds until Cornsal comes up, but they're afraid of even 4 members of the enemy team with Baron buff.
Yep, they don't want to get caught out of position too much. Take the advantage they have and just slowly increase those, but little by little. Don't get out of position any further. Grab, wait, see if they can grab the blue buff, is it?
Yeah, they're actually their own blue buff.
Oh, yeah. But because they backed off completely, that is going to allow OP to siege this bottom turret, take it out very, very quickly with both Paragon and a Lilac.
Wow, look at that ward coverage. Nautilus just swept through the enemy jungle and warded it all up, so they're going to have a lot of good vision over here. As they're pushing bottom, they're going to be able to see if anyone's going to come from behind, and in fact, Morgana passes right by a ward. They know where she is. They might turn on her, and they might after this tower goes down. Oh no, Expected gets silenced. Oh, the Astral gets juked. Nice. Again, the ultimate of Lilac being countered by the ultimate of Melisande. Janna blowing everyone away, so that was a perfect. And I gotta say, Melisande has been doing that perfectly every single time.
Yep.
They try and jump in there with the AoE ultimate, and every time Melisande blows them right away, so doing perfectly strategically with that Janna ult.
Yeah, it was a very nice job. They did lose both bottom turrets, but that's kind of expected when 4 of Team OP still has the Baron buff. But the first turret was also very close to being destroyed. But this entire Baron length, or period, I don't know what you want to call that, it is actually 1 kill in favor of Fnatic and only 1 tower in favor of Team OP. So relatively a nice job compared to what usually happens when one team that is already ahead gets that Baron buff and is able to siege a lot of turrets or go for a bunch of kills.
Yep.
Pings going down from Fnatic. They want to make sure they get the ward coverage so that for the next time the Baron comes up, which is going to be in about 3 minutes, they are able to respond properly to it.
Indeed, yeah, Fnatic still playing a little bit defensively here, just cleaning up their own jungle, and there is a Oracle's on Melisande actually, but he hasn't cleared out almost any of those wards in their own jungle right now. And Expected walks by one as a result. And we almost saw Expected die actually as a result of those wards being in the jungle. They knew exactly where Morgana was. She almost got jumped on. So they need to be a little bit careful about that.
It was actually almost a little bit unfortunate that a Lilac for Team OP used his ultimate, because Janna's going to always save her ultimate until, or for Kennen's ultimate to counter it. So if they actually waited a little while, Janna wouldn't have been able to use her ult, and Morgana actually would have been caught a little off guard by the rest of the team. But it actually sort of went in favor of Fnatic. That Team OP was being so aggressive towards Morgana.
Yep, and it looks like I think Cornsal just took the red buff on
not
Kassadin.
a bad thing.
No, it's actually not horrible at all on Kassadin. Wow, look at that build on Kassadin. Rod of Ages, Soul Stealer, Death Cap, and Void Staff. So much damage there.
Yeah, that's going to bring his AP up.
Corn Salad picks
Probably
up the purple
800
buff.
now.
Maybe. He did lose a chunk of AP from losing some stacks on the Soul Stealer. Not sure.
And now grabbing some potions. In the last couple of fights, he was very close to dying.
That's true.
So that 150 extra hit points for each of those potions might change the way a battle goes out.
Yeah. And Fnatic setting up for Baron, which is going to be up in about 30 seconds or so. They're just clearing out the wards, though.
Yeah, it is going to be very scary for them to go into this fight. They're going to need to have Baron on their side, or just really, really good positioning. They are still down by 10k gold, which is a lot of items, especially on Kennen, Kassadin, and Ashe, both having very nice builds at the moment. Going to synergize extremely well if they can get their ultimates off at the right time. Oh, no.
Oh, no, indeed. OP knows exactly where Fnatic is. And they could actually just skip Baron and push middle, too. Going in here, killing off some wards. Oh, here we go. Nolja gets caught again. The Ashe arrow, ineffective, catches Melisandre without the team nearby. Nautilus, a big, fat roadblock, standing in the way, making sure his team could not chase, actually.
Yeah, it was actually a good trade from Fnatic, using an ultimate of Team OP to try to keep Fnatic away, but not actually being able to convert on anything with it. Kennen's going to...
Oh, Lilac, what are you doing, Lilac? Oh, no, they thought the whole team was there, so they didn't pursue, but...
Yeah, and because Kennen is actually close to Baron, Fnatic isn't going to be going for it, even though Team OP is grabbing Dragon at the moment, and Kassadin's at the bottom lane.
This would be a perfect time for them to get that Baron while everyone's all the way across the map.
10 seconds earlier would have been a perfect time, but Ashe is going to be coming in, Kennen's going to be coming from one side, Sona from the other. This is a very dangerous position for them to be in. They've got only a few seconds to make this happen. If they can actually succeed, then it'll be very, very good for them. But it's a very risky position.
Oh, and they're going to abandon the Baron attempt at half health. They see with the minions in the mid lane that Nolja and Corn Salad are coming up nearby. There's the Shirelius, the flash, the ultimate goes down on Lamia. Can't usually do enough damage, he drops his ult. Lilac's ult actually hurts them this time though. Is Morgana's ult going to be able to do enough damage? XPeke doing tons of damage. Looks like they're separated out. The separation goes a little bit better for Team Fnatic, but instead they turn around. Just too much damage on Team OP. Oh, and it looks like XPeke is barely going to get out alive. Wow, but they're going to be able to turn around and get Baron.
Yep. 3 for 0 in favor of Team OP. That's also going to be a very free Dragon for them. A little unfortunate if they'd gone for that Baron a little bit earlier, and if they had a little bit more AD damage, they would have been able to get the Baron down earlier. But the thing is with Urgot, he's not doing a whole lot of damage to the Baron. It's going to take him a really long time to get it down. Nocturne even not building, or building more tanky. So it took the team composition of Fnatic way too long to be able to get that Baron down. Left them in a very vulnerable position. And OP, even though Kassadin was on the complete other side of the map, was able to come into position and completely dominate them.
Yeah, exactly right. That's something that, hold that thought, mid tower is going to be going down. Corn Salad goes in. Oh my god! Corn Salad with one combo. Insta-Gibbs Morgana.
I don't think he was even expecting that to happen. That
was man.
Very unlucky, and that's going to signal the end of this first inhibitor turret. Taking down the inhibitor, 5 champions up, XPeke not alive, the main damage dealer for Fnatic.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That is harsh. He's up to 14 stacks now again on that Soul Stealer.
760 AP.
Oh man, one combo. Yeah, brutal. 760 AP now again, yeah.
The other key thing that the Observer just pointed out is that he has 46% magic penetration.
Oh,
so,
Jesus.
With Morgana not building any magic defense, able to shred through her life very quickly.
Now up to 873 ability power actually on Corn Salad.
Yeah, grabbing an extra rod. Just for the heck of it.
Oh, that is brutal. And Corn Salad isn't that squishy right now either. With that Rod of Ages, he's got a decent amount of extra health. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things I've noticed about the Urgot is, I mean, he's a champion that seems to win his lanes, but then not be as effective as your traditional AD carries in the late game when you really need someone that can just pump out that damage consistently. And it's hurting Team Fnatic a little bit right now.
Yep. Not a good situation.
Nope, not good at all.
Not much more you can say about that.
16,000 gold behind, and basically, I mean, Fnatic, they've lost one inhibitor, but if they can try and delay, if they can win a fight on the second inhibitor tower, second tower that it would be the second inhibitor to go down if they lost it, basically, what I'm saying. If they can win a fight here and delay long enough, oh my gosh, Expecte almost dies immediately. He's out of the fight. Is Cornsolid going to go down? They need to take him out. No! The ultimate from Lilac doing so much damage, and oh no, Team Fnatic gets rolled again. The Ashe arrow catches, oh, and Cornsolid polishes it off. That is 19 stacks, ladies and gentlemen. 19 soul engorgements for Cornsolid, and we are not even going to be able to see him get the 20. That is going to be game OP. Dominating every single game. Fnatic giving them more of a run for their money than anyone else, but in the end go down. OP claims the last spot in the semifinals.
Yeah, beautiful job of them. There's Cornside on your screen.